Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of AIC TV in collaboration with Dukascopy TV. I'm Edward Carr, your guest host, and today we have a very, very special interview for you today. We're coming to you from the Hotel Intercontinental, and we're going to have a luncheon today with Dr. Bertrand Piccard. He is the president and initiator of the Solar Impulse Project. Dr. Bertrand Piccard, president, initiator of the Solar Impulse Project. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great to
be with you.
Great to have you with us here today. You know, my first question for you is, growing up as a Piccard, I mean, in this dynastic family of explorers and scientists, adventurers, what was that like?
There was the inside and the outside. The inside was something very natural. My father was explaining to me what he was doing, was bringing at home astronauts, divers, explorers. Werner von Braun was a friend of him, and well, it was really natural. Exploration was part of our life. And outside, I was saying that it was the opposite. People were afraid of the unknown. People were looking for certitudes. People didn't dare to try new things. And for me, it was always such a big contrast.
So when did you first start to fly?
Well, as a passenger, it was when I was 1 year old, going from Switzerland to California with my parents, but I don't have a lot of memories. And as a pilot, it was when I was 16, flying hang gliding.
Okay, 16. I actually started taking flying lessons myself at 16. Yeah, got my private pilot's license at 17.
Before you had a driving license?
Right around the same time in the United States. Yeah, exactly. So what was your thought process? I mean, what made you decide to go out on a project like Solar Impulse, to start this overly ambitious project? When did you originally decide that you wanted to go out on this?
Solar Impulse brings together everything I learned in my life, everything I like to do, everything I respect in life. It's about protection of the environment, it's about new technologies, it's about flying, it's about exploration, it's about inspiring people to also try to achieve their own challenges in their own life. So really, it's more than a personal dream. Mm-hmm. Going around the world in a balloon with Breitling Orbiter 3 was my personal dream. I think Solar Impulse represents the meaning of my life.
Okay, interesting. But the project is so ambitious and so revolutionary. So in the beginning, when you had the idea in your mind, how did you convince the original financial partners to back you? They must have thought that you were crazy going out on something so ambitious.
If nobody tells you you're crazy, it means you're not ambitious enough. It means that what you want to do is obvious and easy. So you need to bring ideas that people will start to fight. But out of all the people you meet, some are pioneers, some are visionaries. Mm-hmm. So these people are going to work with you. And the first people who supported me were actually the EPFL, the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, mm-hmm. Solvay as a chemical company, becoming a main partner, mm-hmm. and Semper. Mm-hmm. Semper is a wealth management company in Geneva, who actually was the first one to really bring cash on the table to say that's for hiring your first engineers.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. So real visionaries in their own fields.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But it was so interesting to see that nobody from the aviation world wanted to give any dollar.
Amazing.
Because they thought it would never work.
Right. And now the Solar Impulse project is 10 years old. So let me ask you, in the last 10 years, have there been any major advancements in technology in that short time period that have really advanced or pushed the project forward?
Yeah, when we started the project, we still did not have the complete technology to achieve it. Mm-hmm. And we anticipated some progress. And that allowed the first airplane, first prototype of Solar Impulse to fly through the night. And then to fly through Europe, to Africa, and across America. But now the second prototype of Solar Impulse, the one for the round the world flight, has technologies that have nothing to do with the first one. Much better insulation, much better LED lamps, much better batteries, solar cells, techniques of construction with carbon fiber. Mm-hmm. All this makes the new airplane something absolutely extraordinary.
Amazing. So even in 10 short years, the technology has really advanced.
Yes, but you know, the technology of today that we use on the second solar impulse are technologies that can be used everywhere. And if it was the case, it would allow our world to divide by 2 its energy consumption.
Wow.
And to produce half of the needs with renewable sources.
Amazing.
And this would create jobs. It would be absolutely extraordinary for the industry because the world needs today these new products that save energy for the entire world. The development of emerging countries will be possible only through these new products. So the world needs this product, and it's absolutely fabulous as an opportunity for the industry.
Of course.
And also at the same time it protects the environment. So it's a win-win. But a lot of people don't understand that because they believe that the protection of the environment is boring and expensive, and they don't understand that it can be exciting and profitable.
So if you'd like to give or leave one message to the younger generation, what would it be? Is that it?
I think the essence of what the new generations should understand is the fact that they can do more than what they think. The limits are in the head. It's not in the reality. And as soon as we start to love the unknown, to love the doubts and the question marks, to use them as stimulations for our creativity, then we will be innovators for technology, but maybe also in our life. We have to get out of our comfort zone, we have to take some risks, we have to see life as the biggest adventure. No matter how beautiful it is to fly around the world or whatever, life is the biggest adventure. And every morning when we wake up, we have to think, how can I do different today from what I've done yesterday? If we manage to do that, we can be successful in life.
Absolutely. And how can people get more information on Solar Impulse and follow your progress?
We have a community of supporters who are following us on G+, and also on our website, solarimpulse.com. They can subscribe for free to be informed about all our activities. Each time we have a flight, each time we have a Google Hangout, each time we have special thing around Solar Impulse, they can be informed, they can come, they can communicate with us, and really the goal is to not just to have a plane flying around the world, but to have a message that is followed by as many people as possible.
Fantastic. Well, Dr. Bertrand Piccard, President Initiator of the Solar Impulse, thank you so much for spending some time with us today and taking us on a little inspirational flight with you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Edward Carr, your host. What another fantastic interview here today with AIC TV in collaboration with Dukascopy TV. We're very happy that you joined us today for this incredible interview with Dr. Bertrand Piccard. Stay with us in the future for more future interviews.